Hello FSOs, my name is Joy Horsley. I'm the owner of FSO Pro, and I wanted to take an opportunity today just to introduce myself to the members. We're definitely a growing organization, and to explain a little more about why we started the membership and how it can help your program. I became an FSO about 16 years ago, and the way it happened is I was called down to the conference room during our first security vulnerability assessment. Now, we didn't call it that, we called it inspection. We were under a government inspection, and the owner of my company was the FSO, and he called me down the hall into the conference room and introduced me to Matt Wells, who was the DCSA rep at the time, one of the greatest guys in the world. Love Matt Wells. And he said to Matt, and here is our new FSO. And that was the first time I heard the title. It was 16 years ago. And since then, that company and that program grew a lot. And I have become an owner of a consultant company called FSO Pro, where we work with about 200 plus FSOs and assistant FSOs and help each one of them build their program. The reason we started the membership is there's a lot of information out there. And what we do is we try to hone it in for the small business FSO and give you some really practical things that you can use in your program. So that way you don't feel overwhelmed by all the information. And what we are concentrating on this month is the continuous monitoring. Now, you heard me mention a second ago about the security vulnerability assessment, the inspection. The continuous monitoring is the same thing, but it is done via phone call. Currently, the government is not doing in-person inspections. We're all under COVID right now. All of us are telecommuting. And so what they're doing, just to make sure this doesn't get out of hand, is they're doing these one-on-one continuous monitoring phone calls that are unrated with FSOs. And they call you up, they set an appointment, they ask a list, they send you a list for information of things that are going to be reviewed during the phone call. So we sent that list last month, that list of information, in case you get a continuous monitoring appointment set up between you and your DCSA rep, so that you are prepared for all the things that you have to provide ahead of time for that call. What we didn't send, but what we're focusing on this month, is the extra things that came up on each phone call. I have attended a lot of security vulnerability assessments, probably about 3 to 4 a month. And I've attended a lot of these continuous monitoring phone calls. Just in the last couple of weeks, I attended 12. So that was me sitting with the FSO and the DCSA rep, and sometimes the field agent, sometimes the counterintelligence special agent. So sitting on these phone calls, taking copious notes. I think I said that wrong, copious notes. And so what I've done is I've created a list of things that came up through most of these phone calls that weren't on the list of requested information. And the reason I did that is because I want to go over that with you, the little extra things that you're probably going to be asked, so you don't feel that moment of awkwardness or feel like you're unprepared or go, oh, I have to get that and get it back to you later. So I've put together that information, and that's going to be provided to you in this month's bundle. So hopefully you will find it valuable. Hopefully it'll take your program to the next level, and most importantly, it'll help you feel prepared for any inspection, phone call, continuous monitoring, continuous engagement, meaningful engagement. They all have several different names that they use for these things, but hopefully it'll make you feel prepared and ready to go and build your program into a stronger program. Thank you.